Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction to Wistoria Wand and Sword episode 12. Well, the last episode we had our epic battle against the evil Grand Duke. It literally spanned the entire episode and it was definitely a battle that lived up to expectations. I would say the initial battle with Julius, I thought that was a little bit cooler, obviously because that one just specific scene where Will just completely went off. It was like just running through all of his clones. I thought that was still the coolest moment, but we still had some really epic moments against this Grand Duke, and we won in the end. It took literally everything we had. We had to throw the most powerful sword skills that Will has. We had to throw the most powerful magic Sion has, Julius has, and everyone else gave everything they had, and it still wasn't enough to defeat them. But fortunately, they were then able to combine both their wand and sword, as the title would suggest. And that was finally enough to get one huge attack that was able to cut the thing in half, and we were able to defeat it. So yeah, pretty crazy fight, pretty just insane everything going on. I'd imagine this final episode of season one, which this is, I believe, is going to just be more of a cool down episode, just kind of like a wrap everything up and have more of a slice of life, more just relaxed episode to try to calm down after the insane stuff that happened. But I'm still looking forward to it. I'm sure it's going to be a good time, and I can't wait to see what the aftermath of defeating that Grand Duke is. So let's get into it and find out. There'll be two versions of this reaction. There'll be the timer-based version. Want to sync up your own video player to that. Or if you want to stay on this video, there'll be a smaller version of my own video player on the other side of the screen for you. Without further ado, let's get into Wistoria Wand and Sword, episode 12. Oh, we're getting a little bit of the recap first. Even that wasn't enough somehow. Alright, let's watch this again, because it was pretty sick, so I don't mind watching it one more time. That's why it's worth 270 credits. I'm glad their thoughts are like in sync like that. So just who are you, Rosti? I wonder if like Rosti is like Elfie's like duplicate or something. Did Elfie like create Rosti as like one of her like, illusions or whatever to look after Will? That's what I'm starting to think. I wonder if I'm right about that. That would explain why she's able to see everything that's going on too, even though she's way up there. And also why Rosti is so like weirdly in love with Will. Even though this isn't supposed to be a yaoi. I like that theory I have. I don't know if it's true yet, but it's a good theory, I think. Alright, let's see this attack one more time. Ignis Whis. Goodbye, Mr. Evil Grand Duke. See you in hell. Well done, sir. And now you give me the intro again. I gotta watch like 3 minutes of recap and then you go into the intro. Give me some new stuff, damn it. I don't mind watching that again. I was pretty sick after all, but let's get some new stuff. I guess I can't complain too much because it did give me the time to, come up with my new Rosty theory. And the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. So I'm fully all in on that theory right now. No one can tell me I'm not right until the show tells me I'm not right. I wonder what those villains are going to think. Are they going to know that that Duke died? Or what were they even trying to accomplish in the first place by being down here? So many questions we need answering. Oh, there's our guy being cut in half. We did it, team. Good work. Wow. That attack left quite the crater even in the ground. Now, we're going to pass out from exhaustion. So what was up with that, like, whole magic stone that made that happen anyway? Ain't no way he's still. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm about to say, there's no way he lived being cut in half. Alright, time for the teachers to come save the day. Okay, now what? Who the hell are you? Are you a Maggie Evander? Old King. Nice eyes. Oh, wow. The King of the Maggie Evanders. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Damn. Even the dragon is bowing and has his hand on his heart. Rosty? Finn. Okay. Hello, Finn. The freaking king was there. Alright, back at school. I've had enough dungeon for a lifetime. 11 professors killed, damn.
事件の首謀者は目撃者の情報をもとに指名手配されるも手がかりは依然つかめず後味の悪さは拭えぬまま生き残った者たちはひとときの休息を迎える。
Yeah, that was a rough one.
結局何だったんだあの不気味な連中は。わからない。学院の教師を殺害できるほどの異常者ということ以外は何も。
Yeah, they never said an organization.
本当に死んじゃったなんて。
コレット。
なあ。
キキ。
マステリアスノアがいなかったら私たちもどうなっていたか。
だが生きている。あの恐ろしい過酷を前に誰一人として死なず。私も騎士の使命に準ずることはなかった。党に認めてもらうために作った舞台だったが、私には存外見る目があったらしい。いいパーティーだった。騎士のマスターを連ねる者として、あなたたちに感謝を。
Oh, they make a good team. And someone's hungry. Well, sorry about that, Lihana. You're not cool anymore. You're just funny. Everyone's watching you, you know. I guess she's done being embarrassed. She's just gonna go with the flow. Why are you looking at me when you say that? Uh-huh. You have ruined your image. Oh no. You're really good at peeling those, at least.
あなたの判断と勇気がなければ我々は全滅していただろう。そんなことないよ。
No, that's definitely true.
力を合わせてくれたからだから切り抜けられたんだ。僕は別に。そうだ。この落ちこぼれのせいで一度は全滅しかけたんだぞ。
Julius, you just shut up, man.
そもそも私に多大な負担を押し付ける作戦を立案するなんて高顔無知にも程がある。
Thank you, Colette.
それよりも落ちこぼれ。僕の魔法を食ったあの力は一体なんだ。
確かにすごかったわ。
She's still killing him.
魔法を取り込んだように見えたが。
Yeah, how did that work exactly?
ではなかった。むしろ魔法と呼んでいいのかさえ安全としない。
そう。あんな力があったなら先に言っておけ。 やっぱりお前のせいで私たちは危険な目に。
Oh my, thank you.
答えろ、落ちこぼれ。それが自分でもよくわからないんだ。頭が真っ白になって、それで。
The words wand and sword.
ワークナー先生たちなら何か知っているかしら。聞いてみた方がいいだろう。あの現象は何か。
Will they even tell us?
特別なような気がする。
Or do they even know exactly?
あのさ、あの遠征隊に小さな男の子がいたと思うんだけど、誰だか知ってる？小さな男の子？ああ、あのサポーターか。
Old
あれ
Finn.
はきっとフィンの一族だ。
フィンの
Wait, that's just his name. He has a whole tribe named after him?
ザウスが所持する文献で読んだことがある。魔法が使えない種族でありながら何世代にもわたってダンジョンの知識を蓄えている小人たち。魔女王の時代からとうと契約を結び、迷宮開拓に力を貸す道案内人で、彼らの協力なくして真相を進むことはできないと。
So is that what... Oh.
迷宮の道案内人、フィンの一族。
Is that what Will is like? Is Will part of that tribe or something?
あの感覚は一体何だったんだろう。
I feel like my whole, like, theory on Rosti is being destroyed now based on this Finn guy.
やあコルドロン、僕が帰ってきたぞ。
お久しぶりです、フィン。今回もまた長い遠征でしたね。どこまで進んだのですか？
49
Damn.
アロンのやつ、人使いが荒くてさ。早速だけど、そら、お土産だ。
これが報告にあった明治殺しの武具ですか？
That's a scary name.
40層で不審な連中に出くわしてそのまま戦闘。遠征隊のハイメージが20人ほどやられたよ。
Damn.
加減できる相手じゃなかったから始末したけど、かけてもいい。この明治殺しはダンジョンで自然発生したものじゃない。おそらく彼らはあそこで実験していた。
ダンジョン真相の採取物をはじめ様々な素材を組み合わせ、この武具を生み出したと。
So that's probably what those two guys were doing.
アロンのお達しで僕はまたダンジョンを調査してくる。そっちの解析は任せた。
無理をさせてすみません。
構わないさ。よからぬ連中が暗躍してるみたいだから、
Yep.
君たちも気をつけてくれ。で、本題だけど。コルドロン、なぜあの少年について僕に何も知らせなかった？
Oh, what's this about?
杖は君たち、
He's sweating.
そして剣は僕の管轄のはずだ。
ウィルは我が校の生徒ですから。何より彼は杖に焦がれた。マギアベンデのもとへ行くため塔を登る気ですよ、彼は。
Very tense. Those smiles aren't real smiles.
はあ、剣が杖を目指すなんて聞いたことがない。
ええ、前代未聞です。ですが、だからこそ今までにない爆発が生まれるのでは？
魔女め。けど、その手の遊びは嫌いじゃない。いいだろう。もう少し彼は君たちに預けておこう。だが、今後は僕も干渉させてもらうよ。
ええ、ご随に。すべては天を超えんがために。
That was a very heated discussion. So the Finn tribe is the sword specialty people.
大なり小なりみんな怪我をしてるのに一人だけ動けるようになるなんて。
なんだかいても立ってもいられなくなっちゃって。
なあ
わからないことはたくさんあるけど、でも前に進まなくちゃ。たどり着きたい場所があるから。
The tower.
本当にどんな体をしてるんだ。まったく。やっぱり明治なんかじゃなく、中身はドワーフなんじゃないかな。
Or a Fin tribe person.
ドワーフのような蛮族と一緒にしないでほしいな。彼は尊敬に値する戦士だよ。
何はともあれ、あの愚直さとひたむきさが彼の強さそのものなのかもしれないな。
落ちこぼれ、僕と勝負しろ。え
Seriously?
何言ってるのよシオン。そんな体で無理に決まってるでしょ。
あいつが動けるなら僕だってできる。
God. You're trying way too hard, man.
無理しない方が。それにいきなり戦えって言っても。言っただろ。魔導大祭の時、次はちゃんと喧嘩をしようってそう言ったの。
Is this really a real fight when we're both injured?
約束を守れ。僕を見ろ。僕を倒せない奴が塔に行けるわけないだろう。分かった。やろう。しよう。あの時の続き。
ちょっとウィル、シオン。
行くぞ。
You're gonna destroy the entire freaking, like, courtyard. Oh my god. I hope they have, like, magic protecting the buildings. No one seems to be that worried about it, so I guess it's okay. Uh-oh. Now you've been spotted by the teachers. And so much stuff happening at this ending here. We're just seeing all the characters. And there's Elfie. Are we on the credits yet? Not quite.
2ヶ月前の総合実習で起きた。
2 months have passed, okay.
未だ心の整理がついていない者もいるだろう。しかし、それでも我々は君たちの停滞を許すわけにはいかない。
あれからやれるだけのことは全てやってきた。今年も1年が終わる。学院6年生の君たちにとって
Are we ascending the tower?
最後の試験だ。
もうすぐ会える。
これより卒業試験1日目を開始する。始め。
We're close to potentially ascending the tower then. And that's our real ending. Well, I hope we get a season 2. It seems like the start of season 2 will be final exams and then possibly our first steps to ascending the tower. And then we'll be really diving deeper into the dungeon. So what did we learn? We learned that there's some evil people that are probably living within like the deeper, parts of the dungeon and performing experiments to destroy the false sky. We learned that the strongest mage had led an expedition that got to floor 49. And we know that Evil Grand Duke is a resident of floor 25, so we got a long way to go still. Our strength was at the point where we could handle, floor 11 monsters fairly alright. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but we could muster it. But a floor 25 is a bit too much to handle. We had to literally throw everything we have and then some just to beat one of those monsters, so yeah. If they're getting to floor 49, then we have a long ways to go. And the Finn tribe seems to be like a group of warriors like Will, but for some reason this warrior doesn't want to become a warrior. He wants to become a wand. Nope, we're doing like a go through all the episodes thing. That's neat. Second season. Nice. All right. So that was Wistoria Wand and Sword, episode 12, the end of the first season, and I like that thing I saw at the end there where we saw there's already a second season in production. I will be there for it. I can't wait. But yeah, that episode was definitely a good cooldown episode, but we also learned some interesting things. We got to finally meet the king of the Magia Vander, who was I don't remember what his first name was, but his last name was Old King, very fitting name. And he uses some light magic, which is ridiculously powerful, and just wiped out all those like evil like Grand Sentinel guys in one fell swoop. And then we also met an interesting character named Finn, who is someone that seems to be in a similar situation to Will, where he's like a non-magic user that has incredible physical abilities. And there's apparently a lot of tension between him and the Academy for letting someone like him try to become a mage and not be sent to Finn for like probably some sort of like warrior training thing that he has going to be like an expedition leader like that. So a lot of interesting stuff there, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more about him and what he does and how like other people that are possibly in his profession that are like Will and like Finn that probably are like just people that can't use magic but have these like otherworldly physical abilities that can actually like compete with mages in a world that's like dominated by magic. But yeah, we got a lot about that, and then it was just more of a cool down episode where we got to see our characters kind of have a talk. We got to see we got to see another side of Lihana and the more funny side where she is quite the glutton and wants to deny it, but I think we all know the answer to that. Even Will said he doesn't eat nearly as much as she does. So that was a pretty fun moment with her. Sion is still obviously trying to pick fights, even though he is, coming around a little bit. Julius is still a bit of a jerk, but he's our jerk at this point. And he gets, proper punishment when he does act like a big jerk. He got freaking his like Kiki basically like, clawed his face to death, and we had Colette nearly, choke him out with an apple. So there were some fun moments there too. And then after that, season two, it looks like it's going to start with the final exams of the academy, possibly. Which after that, since we're already in our final year at the academy, that means we're going to hopefully be advancing the tower and then moving on to like the next, whatever that pertains. Obviously means we're going to be diving deeper into the dungeon. And when we start doing that, we're probably going to be running into that shady organization some more that's trying to destroy the false sky, and we're going to see what that means, why they're doing it, and what the heck's going to happen. I have no idea, but it's going to probably be a fun ride. So I can't wait for season 2. And that's about it. So with that, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more. This has been Wistoria Wand and Sword, episode 12, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.